Football is truly the world's game, capturing the hearts and minds of billions across the globe. 2023 was an eventful year, filled with major stories that reshaped football's landscape. From global superstars embarking on new adventures to historic triumphs and controversy, there's much to unpack. So get comfortable as we count down and explore the 10 most important moments in football from the past year. Shall we begin? Let's kick things off with Neymar bidding farewell to Europe over a decade, dazzling fans across the continent's biggest clubs. We all know Neymar has dazzled on pitches across Europe for years, but his time, there had to come to a close eventually, right? This year, Neymar embarked on a last-ditch European tour, desperately seeking a new club contract. He tried all the major players: Man United, Bayern, Real Madrid, Chelsea, City, you name it. But here's the thing, these clubs had some reservations. With Neymar's massive salary and transfer fee demands, they just couldn't justify the cost. One by one, the doors closed. His old pals at Barcelona showed some real interest but wanted a loan-to-buy deal. Oh, and at least 4 Barca players would need to take a hike to open up payroll space. Not exactly ideal if you ask me. So what did our boy Neymar do as his European hopes dwindled? He somewhat reluctantly took a gig with Saudi club Al Hilal to the tune of 90 million euros with a 138 million euro annual salary. You've got to be joking. I know the Middle East has oil money to burn, but those numbers are just silly. This Al Hilal deal will give Neymar a chance of scenery for a couple seasons. From Neymar's goodbye to Europe, let's switch gears to another blockbuster transfer saga featuring a Premier League side surprising everyone to land a superstar target. One of the most chaotic transfer sagas this year surrounded none other than England stud Declan Rice. Manchester United was desperate to fill their Roy Keane-sized hole with Rice, and the likes of Liverpool and Man City also chased hard for the midfielder's talents. With this frenzy of interest, a record-breaking transfer seemed imminent. But plot twist? It was Mikel Arteta's Arsenal that stunned everyone and locked Rice down first. The £100 million plus price tag set a new transfer spending mark for the Gunners too. With Arsenal sitting pretty atop the Premier League table, this move undeniably took them up another notch. But the chaos of the 2023 transfer window was only just heating up, my friends. Yes, Saudi Arabia emerged as a surprising destination for 2 outgoing Real Madrid legends looking to extend their playing days. Alright, so hands up. Who else also kinda figured Ronaldo would head to the Middle East sooner or later? Personally, I saw it coming from a mile away. After his dramatic Manchester United exit, Saudi Arabia came calling with an offer CR7 couldn't refuse. On January 1st, 2023, Ronaldo made it official by inking his Al Nassr deal. And let's just say, this contract puts all of us average Joes to shame. We're talking 50 million euros per year guaranteed, with incentives pushing the annual value up to near 200 million euros. Like, I feel tired just thinking about counting all those zeros. Continuing the theme of shocking off-season moves, another legendary goal machine sent the football world spinning when he decided to take his talent away from Europe's bright lights. But wait a moment, you won't believe which other legend headed to Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about Real Madrid icon Karim Benzema. After over 600 appearances and 350 plus goals with Los Blancos, Benzema decided to leave Spain for Saudi side Al Ittihad this year. Considering Benzema is already 35, this may well signal the beginning of the end of his playing days. But with his spotless trophy cabinet after 14 years at the Bernabeu, he really has nothing left to prove. Now he can ride off into the Saudi sunset with his reputation and bank account both as full. But enough about the transfers. There were also plenty of jaw-dropping moments that actually took place on the pitch this year. Which brings us to City Dreams season this year. But their Champions League semi-beatdown of Real Madrid particularly stood out to me as an emphatic statement of intent. The 4-0 second leg result exemplified just how terrifyingly dominant Pep Guardiola's side can be. I mean, City had nearly 200 attacking third touches before halftime alone. Madrid players barely saw the ball during those 45 minutes. While the possession stats did level out in the second half, City was still clearly on another plane that night. I know Madrid clearly isn't the European force they once were lately, but City still schooled them in spectacular fashion. It had me wondering if any club was capable of touching this City squad. Now, you might think that was impressive from City? Just wait for what's coming next. It's one for the history books. Riding the momentum from the Madrid map, Man City at last completed their destiny by securing a historic quadruple, a domestic treble, check. Their elusive first Champions League crown, check. And Pep becoming the undisputed managerial king once more, mega check. It really was an unprecedented year of dominance for City on all fronts. The Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, European Cup, and Club World Cup. But it was City's dramatic triumph over Inter Milan in the Champions League final that sparked the most delirious celebration. A long-awaited and richly deserved crowning glory for Man City. Has this solidified them as England's greatest ever club side? With the trophy haul to back it up now, you can sure make that argument. With star boy Erling Haaland terrorizing defenses every match, Kevin De Bruyne playing like a man possessed, and Guardiola conducting it all to perfection. City may have finally achieved their final form. It seems no one could touch them across all competitions in 2023. However, not even Manchester City's dream season could eclipse the worldwide headlines sparked by controversy. Shifting gears to the world of women's football, Spain delighted their fans by claiming the 2023 Women's World Cup crown. La Roja defeated England 1-0 in the finals thanks to an extra time winner from substitute Olga Carmona. But amidst the championship glow, an ugly scandal broke involving the Spanish Federation president Luis Rubiales. Video emerged of Rubiales inappropriately touching players during the post-match celebrations, including kissing Ginny Hermoso on the neck. Understandably, this sparked outrage and intense criticism. Before long, Rubiales stepped down from his post in disgrace, following a lengthy suspension by FIFA. But the story continues, unfolding with Rubiales now facing criminal charges. Shifting back to positive notes, the women's game did produce a new international phenom that wowed fans all year long. Despite the Federation fiasco, Spanish football still produced a new international star in 2023, Miss Aitana Bonmati. The versatile Barcelona feminine midfielder succeeded teammate Alexia Putellas as Spain's main talisman this year. Bonmati dazzled for both club and country, driving La Blaugrana to another treble and leading Spain in their World Cup run. She finished the tournament with multiple goals and assists, eventually claiming the prestigious Golden Ball. During Barca's own treble triumph, Bonmati dominated matches left and right, from box to box, just like prime Steven Gerrard. Her blend of work rate, passing range, vision, and scoring touch makes her one of the most complete midfield prospects in women's football today. Oh, and all those stellar 2023 performances also earned Bonmati the Ballon d'Or, Champions League Player of the Year, and UEFA Women's Player of the Year honors. At just 25 years old, the football world is at the feet of Aitana Bonmati for years to come. If we thought that young star had a breakout year though, it paled in comparison to the show one all-time great put on in an entirely new league. After confirming his emotional departure from childhood club Barcelona yet again, Miami emerged as a surprise suitor for Messi's signature. MLS made no secret they wanted Leo as their marquee attraction, and with La Liga's financial mess blocking his Barca return, South Beach suddenly became a serious option. By mid-June, reports leaked that negotiations advanced quickly between Inter and Messi's camp. Later that month, Leo himself confirmed his intention to sign with Miami, pending some contract formalities. After a lovely welcoming event in Miami, Messi slotted seamlessly into his new Floridian home. He fired home dazzling goals in 9 of his first 10 appearances, hoisting some new hardware in the league's cup. Though Miami ultimately fell short of the MLS postseason, Leo gave their fans plenty to celebrate in year one stateside. Last but not least, we've saved the best for the end, as the football legend found a way to further cement his legacy as the greatest ever in 2023. Capturing that elusive World Cup title last year would have been the perfect career capstone for most. But just months later, Messi stunned us all yet again by locking up a record-shattering 8th Ballon d'Or. After everything he's already achieved, it's remarkable Leo still managed to scale to new heights this year. On October 30th, he edged out the likes of Erling Haaland and Karim Benzema to snag his 8th career Golden Ball. That moves Messi 3 clear of longtime rival Ronaldo, with an untouchable 14 times finishing in the top 3 now too. Even with fresh World Cup triumph lifting Argentina, Leo remained his humble self, discussing the individual honor. I couldn't imagine having the career that I've had, the fortune I've had playing for the best team in the world, the best team in history, he offered graciously. But make no mistake, these 8 Ballons d'Or represent sustained world-class brilliance we may never witness again when Messi eventually hangs up his boots. For now though, he continued demonstrating a supernatural ability to keep evolving his game and collecting new milestones. I mean seriously, first a Copa American title, then achieving World Cup glory in his mid-30s, and now surpassing his own Ballon d'Or benchmarks? It almost seems like Messi is still just playing in GOAT mode out here. Speaking of GOAT, the GOAT debate between Messi and CR7 has raged on for over a decade, but we're finally ready to put it to bed once and for all. In our upcoming video, we're diving deep into the age-old debate, the clash of football titans, as we unravel the end of the GOAT debate, Messi versus CR7. You won't want to miss out on our thorough and definitive analysis. So hit that subscribe button and press the notification bell now for closing the case on who's the football GOAT.